Hello and welcome to my presentation on basic searches within Web of Science. Again, my name is Alex Alberts. I'm a librarian at San Jose State University. So welcome to Web of Science. This is the page that should pop up after you've logged in using your San Jose State University and ID. I showed you how to log in on the previous presentation. So now we're going to be going and doing a basic search, and I'm going to show you a couple different tools that you can access. To start off, I'm going to go ahead and just choose my own topic. I find it more beneficial. You'll learn quicker if I give you an example, real-world example of how you would go about performing a search for your essay. So if I were given this essay, what I chose to present today is I'm going to present topics regarding mammals and how they are affected by climate change. So here we have our basic search bar. So what I'm going to type in here is I'm going to put in mammals. You can see my previous searches. So you could go ahead and just put the Boolean terms in here. What I would recommend for introductory students, this is maybe your first database, your first thorough research paper. I'm going to go ahead and delete this section. So we have our first search term in here. And then we have add another field. So let's go ahead and click that. What I like about this is that it automatically gives you the 3 different Boolean operators to choose from. So you might find that easier just to rely on those. So we're going to use and. We want mammals and climate change. So if you put it in like this, what would happen is it would look for mammals and then it would also look for climate change. Doesn't necessarily have to be together. It would look for anything that has climate, anything that has change. So because we want to look for climate change together, you're going to want to put that term in quotes. The results will look for climate change together as opposed to apart. On this side right next to the search bars, you have the option of filtering or changing by title, author, and list goes on. Because we're focusing on keywords, terms, what we want the articles to be about, we're going to leave those as topics. So also because your assignment requires you to look at articles within the past 4 years, it looks like I have it set already, so usually it's defaulted to all years. Of course, since we don't want that, you're going to click down here. It lets you choose the dates. I, of course, have mine selected already. You would go ahead and make that on your own. So we have that time span in there, and then we have our 2 keyword terms. So we're going to go ahead and search. Here we go. So we have a result of 1,087. On the left here, you have different options to refine your results. We can go ahead and choose highly cited in field, open access. Publication years, this is pretty helpful. If you forget to put in the time span before your search, perfectly fine. You can do this and put it in here afterwards. And then these numbers here indicate how many articles are within the years provided here. Web of Science categories, you can further narrow down your results by specific studies. I'm going to keep mine pretty broad. Then you can look at different document types, organizations, enhance, funding agencies, all these different options that you can go ahead and use. But because I just want to see what is given in the results page, I want to give it pretty broad results, and then I can refine it once I know what I'm doing. So we have sort by, some more things to refine. You can sort by different things. So we have date, pretty self-explanatory. Time cited, this is the one that allows you to sort based on how many times a specific article is cited within other publications. Usage count is a bit different than time cited. Usage count refers to how many times the specific article has been relevant to a user, and the fact that they have clicked on it. It could be that they've clicked on the article and they've gone to the full text option, they've read through that, or they've saved it to their personal files so they can look at later. That would count as somebody using that article. Relevance would be how relevant the article is to the search terms that you inputted. So under each article we have 3 different options. Find It allows you to find the article somewhere on the internet other than Web of Science. Free full text from publisher will allow you to look at the full text of the article from the publisher's website. One that I find fairly beneficial is View Abstract. So if you click on that, the entire abstract is presented to you right on the search page. So this is helpful in that you can look at this, read this real quick. It'll give you an overview of the entire article, makes it easier for you to determine whether or not the article would be relevant to the research that you're doing. So let's go ahead and click on this real quick. So here we have information about the article, December 2017. Here's our abstract again. So the reason why I chose mammals and climate change is because this is actually a search that I've done for a previous class. And another tip you can use, I like to look at keywords. So here we have author keywords, keywords plus. These are extremely beneficial if you're having trouble locating relevant articles. They can give you synonyms or other options to be able to, sorry about that, quick update, but it can give you other words that you can use within your search to broaden your results and find things that are relevant. So we do have some different ones. So we have carbon dioxide emissions, economic growth would be beneficial, threatened mammals, sorry. I think that would also be helpful if this is the research that you require for your essay. We have more information down here. So we can go back up here. Sorry, let's click this one again. So up here we have Save to EndNote Online. I personally recommend creating an EndNote account. This will allow you to save specific articles for your research purposes so that you can go back and decide whether or not you want to use it. Save an article if you're got a whole bunch at once. You don't have to write it down. I even like to save articles that I'm not quite sure about. You know, you're never sure if maybe you decide later on that it might work for you, might not, but it's always best to hold on to it just in case. But that's about it. That's our basic search. So I hope you find that helpful. On the next video, we're going to be doing advanced searches, so stay tuned for that one. Thanks for watching.